Hey guys, Golden Eagle here. Welcome to another edition of Gaming News Articles Weekly. In case you guys don't know, it's a weekly series in which I take a couple gaming news articles from the past week and give you guys summaries of them and some of my opinions. This week I have some more Black Ops 2 gameplay in the background. This will probably be the last video to feature Black Ops 2 on my channel for a while, because Call of Duty Ghosts is being released in just a few days. So, let's start by talking about some news about the PS4. Apparently some people are finding ways to use the PS4 controller with other devices. A few weeks ago, someone found out that it can work with the PS3, and now a YouTuber named RageBeefSA posted a video that shows the PS4 controller can also work with the Xbox 360. I'm sure that soon, someone will find a way to use the controller with the Xbox One. Sony released a huge FAQ this week, answering many questions about the PS4. One that they addressed was how sharing of games will work on the console. So basically, you can register one PS4 console as your primary device, and all other users on your console will have the benefits of PlayStation Plus and access to your downloaded games. And then, if you sign into another console with the same account, you can have access to your games as well, but other users on the second console will not. And if you want to register a new console as your primary console, you will first have to deactivate your original console. Some other things that we learned about the PS4 involve remote play, hard drives, and support for CD playback and DLNA. For remote play, Sony has recommended that you directly connect your PS4 to your router using an Ethernet cable, and that you should use the same Wi-Fi network to play on your PS Vita. So if you leave your house and try to play, it could still work, but is not guaranteed, because a very strong and stable internet connection will be needed to stream PS4 games, because they take up so much more data. The PS4 will also not support using external hard drives. Before, on the PS3, you could plug a USB hard drive into the console and use it to save your games. The only thing that you could do now is replace the PS4's internal 500 GB hard drive with another 9.5mm SATA 3 hard drive, but it needs to have at least 160 gigs of free space on it. And lastly, the PS4 will not support playback of MP3 files on CDs or DLNA at launch. DLNA stands for Digital Living Network Alliance, and it is basically what allowed you to connect your PS3 to your PC through your router and stream content to your console. A lot of people who bought music, movies, or TV shows online, say from a service like iTunes, use DLNA to stream this content to their PS3, but now you will not be able to do so. But President Yoshida for Sony Worldwide Studios stated that he has listened to the feedback from the PlayStation community and has talked to developers about enabling these features sometime in the future. One last thing about the PS4 is that you can already jump onto the next-gen train a little bit, because the first PS4 game, Killzone Shadowfall, is available for purchase early in GameStops around the US right now, so you can already go pick up your very first PS4 game. And also, you can already purchase extra PS4 controllers from GameStop as well. So, since we just talked about the PS4, why not talk about some news about the Xbox One? Microsoft released a short, minute-long video featuring Major Nelson going over some features available on the new Xbox One dashboard, if you guys want to check that out. In a response to Sony, Microsoft announced that the Xbox One would support CD playback and DLNA at launch, so you will still be able to stream all of your content to your Xbox. Microsoft addressed and explained how the Kinect will handle some of your personal data. For games or features that need to scan your face for facial or expression recognition, the data is only locally stored on your Xbox One and is not sent out, and many times it is deleted after you end your play session. The same goes for Kinect-specific games that track your whole body movements, like fitness games for example. As far as the game DVR goes, you have three options for the privacy of your gameplay clips. You can set them to blocked, so only you can see them, to friend only, so only you and your friends can see them, and to everybody, so even players who are not on your friends list can see them. Also, they stated that the Xbox One does not listen into your Skype calls made through the Xbox. Phil Spencer from Microsoft talked about the future of the Gears of War series on Xbox One. Gears of War has been one of the flagship titles for the Xbox 360, and the first game was one of my personal favorite Xbox games. But the series has very much declined in popularity, and barely anyone played Gears of War Judgment. Spencer said that in order for the series to continue into the next generation of consoles, that many things will have to be reworked, and the game will have to evolve greatly over the previous entries in the series. Speaking of Xbox exclusives, Titanfall has been confirmed to remain an exclusive for the Xbox One and PC. It will not be coming to the PS4, like many people were thinking, but it's very much likely that the sequel will come to the PS4. Vince Sapella, who works at Respawn Entertainment, the developers of Titanfall, stated on Twitter that the deal to make Titanfall exclusive to the Xbox One happened only recently, and then, when he was asked if they would ever make games for the PS4, he responded by saying, quote, "Of course we will, just not the first Titanfall," unquote. So yeah, I'm sure Titanfall 2 will definitely be on the PS4. So, let's move on to talk about some other news. Take-Two Interactive, who owns Rockstar Games, stated this week that they have more than 10 next-gen games currently in development. Rockstar are going to release another patch for GTA Online this week that will address the final bugs and problems with the game. Also, they plan to have the first half of the promised $500,000 delivered to players by the end of the week. And the first DLC for GTA Online should come out sometime early this month. It's called the Beach Bum Pack. It's free, and it features a bunch of new beach-themed items and new missions that takes place on the beaches around the map. Bungie, the original creators of Halo, talked more about their new game Destiny this week. They said that it feels like a combination of Halo gameplay mixed with an epic sci-fi fantasy theme influenced by something like Star Wars. Destiny is one of my most anticipated next-gen games, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. Telltale Games revealed this week that the second season for the Walking Dead game will be coming out later this year for PC and Mac, and next year for consoles and iOS. It will now star Clementine from the first game as the main character. The Walking Dead Season 1 had one of the best stories I've ever seen in video games, and it was the first playthrough I ever did on my channel. I'll put an annotation on screen in case some of you guys have never seen it. I can't wait for Season 2, and I'm definitely going to do a playthrough of that as well. The first DLC for Battlefield 4 has been given a date of December 5th for premium members, and it's going to come out 2 weeks later for everyone else. I really can't wait to play Battlefield 4 on the PlayStation 4. I'm really excited to check that out. The developer of Batman Arkham Origins, which is, by the way, the next playthrough I'm going to be doing in a day or so on my channel, has stated that they are going to be releasing a patch that addresses many issues in the game. Apparently, it is filled with a number of bugs and glitches. Hopefully I don't encounter any of those while I'm recording. Valve announced that Steam has now a total of 65 million registered users, which is a 30% growth over last year. It seems like PC gaming is getting more and more popular all the time. And the last bit of news from this week is that Ubisoft is dropping all online passes for its future games, including the recently released Assassin's Creed 4. EA Games did the same thing to its online pass system this past May. The online passes basically forced you to either buy a game new or to pay extra if you buy a game used, if you wanted to access all of the game's features. I personally am glad that this system is gone, because it's nice to have access to everything on games that I either want to buy used or to rent from GameFly. Okay guys, so that does it for this week's Gaming News Articles Weekly. I think that next week's episode will be the last one for a while, because the week after that, the PS4 comes out. So I want to focus on covering the next-gen consoles and all of the games. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.